These healthy foods are still aging you. Here's why. Are you trying to eat healthy but still feel bloated, foggy, or stuck? After 40, even the foods we trust can quietly work against us, especially the ones disguised as clean or fit. One sneaky example? Flavored protein powders. They seem like a convenient way to build muscle or boost your morning smoothie, but many are loaded with synthetic ingredients your body doesn't welcome. Artificial sweeteners like sucralose, thickeners like xanthan gum, and mysterious proprietary blends all add up to a processed powder that may do more harm than help. Some even sneak in emulsifiers or hidden sugars, triggering bloating or throwing off your gut balance. And while the promise of high protein sounds great, that fake sweetness can actually confuse your brain, leaving you hungrier later. Sucralose, in particular, has been linked in studies to disrupted gut bacteria and may impair insulin function, a risk that grows as we age. So that seemingly healthy scoop could silently strain your metabolism, especially if it's part of your daily habit. A better choice? Unflavored protein, isolate with a short, clean ingredient list, or whole food sources like eggs, lentils, or Greek yogurt blended with real fruit. Now let's talk hydration, but not the way marketers want you to. Flavored waters and so-called vitamin drinks often look like smart swaps for soda. They sparkle, they promise energy and focus, and they boast added vitamins. But most are simply water mixed with artificial colors, sweeteners, and acidic preservatives like citric acid. Some contain dyes like Red 40 or Blue 1, which have been linked to inflammation and sensitivity in certain people. And while they may have a sprinkle of synthetic vitamin C or B12, it's often just enough to slap a health claim on the bottle. The real harm? You feel like you're doing something good, so you drink more, thinking you're helping your body when you're actually disrupting your gut microbiome and increasing cravings. The smarter hydration? Chilled herbal tea, sparkling water with lemon or cucumber, or simply filtered water with mint and berries. They hydrate, refresh, and support your health without artificial interference. Have you ever relied on protein powders or flavored waters thinking they were healthy? Drop a comment and share what surprised you. You might save someone else from making the same mistake. Next, we'll uncover 2 comforting pantry staples that seem harmless, but can actually inflame and age your body from the inside out. Flavored oatmeal and fruit snacks, morning traps you didn't expect. Let's keep going and uncover 2 more foods that seem like smart choices, but can secretly accelerate aging after 40. First up is flavored instant oatmeal. It sounds like a cozy, heart-healthy breakfast, and oats by themselves are fantastic. But the single-serve packets with apple cinnamon or maple flavors? Those are ultra-processed sugar bombs in disguise. They often contain up to 12 grams of added sugar per packet, plus artificial flavors, emulsifiers, and synthetic vitamins to make up for what's lost in processing. To cook them faster, manufacturers use pre-cooked, refined oats that digest rapidly and cause a sharp rise in blood sugar. This leads to a crash later, triggering hunger and fatigue, especially risky as your insulin sensitivity declines with age. Also, many varieties are packed with sodium, which can quietly elevate blood pressure over time. A better choice? Use whole rolled oats or steel-cut oats, and add fresh apple slices, cinnamon, and a drizzle of honey. It takes just a few more minutes but gives your body real fiber, antioxidants, and lasting energy. Now let's turn to a favorite among kids and adults alike: fruit snacks and fruit leathers. They seem innocent and are often marketed with pictures of strawberries and smiling apples on the box. But most fruit snacks are nothing more than chewy sugar gels with added colors and fruit flavorings. Even those labeled "made with real fruit juice" are ultra-processed, using juice concentrate instead of whole fruit. And they're often loaded with glucose syrup, gelatin, and additives like Red 40 or carnauba wax, ingredients that do nothing to nourish your aging body. They also stick to your teeth, promoting decay, and offer virtually no fiber to support digestion. For people over 40 trying to reduce inflammation and protect gut health, these sugary treats are a no-go. Instead, enjoy real fruit like berries, dried figs, or even freeze-dried fruit without added sugar. They give you fiber, polyphenols, and satisfaction, without the synthetic mess. Next up, we'll dive into 2 pantry staples that seem nourishing, but come with a salty processed twist. Packaged soups and instant noodles, salty comfort that ages you. Comfort foods can feel nourishing, especially on busy or stressful days. But after 40, your body becomes more vulnerable to hidden salt, preservatives, and inflammatory fats. And 2 pantry staples deserve a closer look. Let's start with packaged soups, even those labeled as light, organic, or heart-healthy. Canned vegetable soups or low-fat chicken noodle varieties may seem like safe choices. But many are ultra-processed, packed with sodium, MSG or monosodium glutamate, and preservatives like disodium inosonate or potassium sorbate. Some brands have over 800 milligrams of sodium per serving, and many people eat the whole can, doubling that number. That's more than half your recommended daily sodium intake in just one meal. As you age, excess sodium increases the risk of high blood pressure, heart strain, and even water retention that causes bloating and fatigue. Plus, the vegetables in canned soup are often overcooked and low in nutrients, while thickeners and modified starches give it a smooth texture that's anything but natural. A better option? Make a simple homemade soup using frozen vegetables, bone broth, lentils, and herbs. It takes just 15 minutes and delivers real nourishment without the chemical extras. Now let's talk about instant noodles. Whether it's cup noodles, ramen packs, or gourmet instant bowls, they all have something in common: heavy processing and artificial flavor overload. The noodles are usually made from refined white flour and flash-fried in palm oil to stay shelf-stable. The seasoning packets? They often contain MSG, salt, anti-caking agents, and artificial meat flavors, none of which support graceful aging. Some versions even contain TBHQ, or tertiary butyl hydroquinone, a petroleum-based preservative linked to cellular damage in high doses. And since these meals digest quickly and spike your blood sugar, they leave you feeling sluggish not long after. For people over 40, this cycle of empty calories and inflammation can quietly chip away at energy, metabolism, and gut health. So what can you eat instead? Try quick-cook whole-grain noodles, or soba with low-sodium broth, fresh herbs, tofu, and real veggies. It's satisfying and supports longevity. Love this video? You'll enjoy what's linked in the description too. Don't miss out. Gluten-free and keto snacks, hidden risks behind the labels. In recent years, gluten-free and keto have become buzzwords for health. But not all products carrying those labels are good for you, especially if you're over 40 and aiming to age gracefully. Let's start with gluten-free snacks. While going gluten-free is essential for people with celiac disease or sensitivity, many gluten-free products are far from healthy. Crackers, cookies, and breads labeled gluten-free often rely on refined starches like tapioca, potato, or white rice flour. These ingredients digest quickly, spike your blood sugar, and lack the fiber and nutrients found in whole grains. To mimic the texture of wheat, manufacturers add gums, emulsifiers, and preservatives that make the food shelf-stable, but not body-friendly. And just because the product says gluten-free doesn't mean it's lower in calories or carbs, in fact. Some are higher than the original version. For people over 40, this can worsen insulin resistance and fatigue, while offering none of the nutritional benefits of whole foods. Better choice? Focus on naturally gluten-free options like sweet potatoes, quinoa, or nut-based crackers made with whole ingredients and no fillers. Now let's move to keto snacks, a favorite among low-carb enthusiasts. Packaged keto bars, cookies, and chips promise high-fat, low-sugar satisfaction. Many are ultra-processed, using refined oils, sugar alcohols like erythritol, and fiber additives to keep net carbs low. Some studies have linked erythritol to increased blood clotting risk when consumed in high amounts, an issue especially concerning as heart disease risk rises after 40. These snacks also often use palm oil or hydrogenated fats to create that satisfying crunch or creamy texture. And while they may not spike your blood sugar like traditional sweets, they can still lead to bloating, digestive issues, and even inflammation. The bigger issue? They encourage people to eat like junk food is still okay, as long as it's keto. Instead, embrace whole food keto-friendly options, like olives, boiled eggs, avocado, or a handful of nuts. They offer satiety and real nutrients without artificial ingredients that confuse your gut and immune system. Join our community and never miss out on new content. Subscribe today. In our final section, we'll give you a simple summary, smart food swaps, and bonus tips to protect your body long-term. Final tips, best swaps, and graceful aging without the gimmicks. By now, you've seen just how many so-called healthy foods are actually ultra-processed in disguise. From flavored oatmeal to vitamin drinks, gluten-free snacks to canned soups, each one comes with clever marketing but a cost to your health. Especially after 40, your body becomes less forgiving of hidden sugars, synthetic fibers, emulsifiers, and artificial sweeteners. These ingredients can quietly increase inflammation, fatigue, gut issues, and even accelerate cellular aging. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up your favorite foods. You just need to outsmart the packaging and make smarter swaps. Instead of flavored instant oatmeal, go for whole rolled oats cooked with fresh fruit and cinnamon. Skip the vitamin drinks and sip herbal teas or sparkling water with real lemon or berries. Replace fruit snacks with fresh or freeze-dried fruit. Say goodbye to canned soups loaded with sodium and make a quick homemade version using frozen veggies and low-sodium broth. Toss the instant noodles and try whole-grain soba or rice noodles with stir-fried vegetables. Ditch highly processed gluten-free crackers for nut or seed-based versions with real ingredients. Avoid the ultra-processed keto desserts and enjoy real keto-friendly foods, like avocado, olives, boiled eggs, or dark chocolate in moderation. The trick isn't about restricting. It's about returning to foods that are close to how nature made them. Here's one extra tip you might not expect. Train your taste buds back to real flavors. When you eat less added sugar, artificial flavoring, and excess salt, your brain starts to crave whole foods again. Within a couple of weeks, berries will taste sweeter, plain yogurt will feel more satisfying, and your cravings for junk will fade. That shift alone can do wonders for your energy, skin, and waistline. Don't forget, aging gracefully starts with what you eat every single day. Simple swaps, consistent habits, and staying informed will help you stay sharp, strong, and vibrant long past your 40s. Love this video? There are even more insights and related tips linked in the description, including what to eat instead for glowing skin, sharper memory, and better gut health. Let's age well together and help others do the same. Are you over 40 and living your best life? Share your inspiring story with the world and spread positivity in the comment below. Stop eating foods disguised as healthy, especially after 40. More ultra-processed, healthy foods to avoid in part 1. Let's watch the next video here.